every person on the world is programmed. Doesn't matter how you look at it. If you want to talk about the Matrix, you want to talk about whatever, doesn't matter. But everyone is programmed from the day they are born, from every bit of information they download and they read and they see and they hear. You are programmed, and that turns out to who you're going to be. Everyone's programmed the same. The man in the suit is making money. The man on the street in a t-shirt is a bum. It doesn't matter how you look at it. So why not take advantage of that and put yourself in the best situation and dress the part? So people are going to be like, oh, this guy, well, who's this guy? And that's exactly what happens. And that's what happened with me with my Instagram when I really put effort into it, the way that I dress, when I put effort into it. People pay attention, they listen to you. You're the same person saying the same things, but your voice just gets louder because they think, who's this guy? I think tapping into that mentality that is pre-programmed into people is so powerful. And I think that's why dressing well is the quickest ROI you can get, because it's quite, like you said, you can shop at H&M, you can shop at Zara or whatever, buy a suit. It's not that expensive, 100 quid, you can look the part, especially if you're in shape, then it's easy, you know? So that investment is not massive. And I think the same with time. And this is maybe younger guys watching. If you're at a basic job and you want to get what do they call it when you got moved
promotion?
Level? Promotion. I've never been promoted, so I don't know, because I've always worked for myself. So if you're in a basic job and you want to get promoted and you want to move up the ladder and you want people to look at you differently, then just show up early, dress the part better than everyone else, have a nice haircut. Put time into the way you look. Put time into your communication, the way you deal with your colleagues, like you said, and stay late. If you're the guy that turns up to the office every day an hour early and you leave an hour late every day and you dress the part, there is no way you're not going to beat everyone else, because everyone else sucks. Everyone else is waiting for the clock to come because they're not hunting, they're not pushing. Dana White said this recently. He said, if you are 1% savage, then you are going to run over everyone else in the world right now, because everyone is so soft.
I saw that video.
And they don't want it. They don't want to push it. So if you're complaining about not having money, you're complaining about not being in the position in life you want to be, all you got to do is show up an hour early, leave an hour late, dress the part, get a haircut, you know, and be able to communicate with people. And there is no way you can't win. There's no way, because everyone else is waiting for the clock to finish so they can go out and have a beer. And that's not the way to live your life, and this is just an example. If you want to move up that ladder, maybe you want to go work for yourself or whatever you want to do, but you still have to have that drive to work for yourself and go off. And another thing I was told recently, I'm talking a bit of going on rants today. I don't normally do this. You know, you will listen to someone else. Most people, not you, not me, but most people will listen to somebody else more than they will listen to their own mind. If you say to yourself, I want to get in shape, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You will not do it. Most people. But if your boss tells you, I want you in 9 o'clock tomorrow, otherwise you're not going to get paid, you will do it. Because the ROI you think on listening to someone else is higher than listening to your own mind. And you think not going to the gym doesn't matter.
Pain versus gain.
There you go. And by lying to yourself and not following through on the things that you tell yourself to do is the reason that you are not achieving what you want to achieve.
You don't have very high self-esteem. You don't have a high opinion of yourself because you never keep your word to yourself and don't follow through on what you say you're going to do. So every time you follow through on what you say you're going to do, and we're all human, right? But every time you follow through on what you say you're going to do, it increases your self-esteem and your self-confidence. So
I think that's the easiest, best way to get ROI. Quickest way to get ROI in your life is dress the part. Quickest way to get confidence is to do as you fucking say.
And Simple. None of it costs money.
It's easy.
That's the thing.
It's so easy.
It doesn't cost a lot of money. If you can't go to the gym, do some calisthenics. If you can't dress well, get an H&M t-shirt. I mean, all these things are so accessible. And I think that nowadays, because we live in a time of unparalleled success and abundance, because our societies have been on the up and up and up ever since World War II and before that, right? So we live in a time in human history where we've never had this much success, abundance, and everything like that. And I think that people have the luxury of complaining. Now, if we were sitting here and doing this kind of podcast 200 years ago, people would be like, okay, I can't afford it, but if it's going to make me more money and I can go up in life, I'm going to do that, right? Because they wouldn't have the luxury of saying, well, I can't do that, I can't afford it, I'm not going to do it, right? They would have had to. Otherwise, what's the alternative? Sit in a factory and have a shit job and just not have a life and not see your family and spend 12 hours a day, 5-6 days a week doing it. They would have been like, okay, this is what I need to succeed. I'm going to have to do it because I've got no other alternative. But because we have the safety net of a society where you can go and watch Netflix and you can just go into escapism at any point. It's like you have this luxury of complaining and using excuses, but our ancestors never got that opportunity to use excuses. They would have had to, it's like reality. You can't ignore reality, but I think it's almost like we're in this habit of ignoring reality. We can kind of get away with it, but eventually it catches up with you.
I had a really, really good point to make, and it kind of escaped my mind because what you were talking about interested me, and I was listening. So I'm kind of lost now, but it's okay. No, yeah, I completely agree. I think now the world is so comfortable. Everyone's at such ease. I mean, you didn't even touch on benefits and all these things that you get, and it's okay to be a loser now. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But to me, it's not. It's again, it's about having standards and understanding who you want to be. And it's easy to fall into the trap of not having those because everyone else is. But so another easy way to do is just go against everyone else's opinion, do what the herd isn't doing, do exactly what you want to do, simple stuff. We have massively overrun because I know you're a busy man. So I'm going to try and close it out. I just wanted to say there's a lot of information. For me in this podcast, some of the things that we said, most rants I've ever been on so far, so I was talking a lot, but there's so much dense information in here, and I think it can really help people and they can grow from it.